What the fuck's up? It's Kiddo. Welcome to my Q&A. For those of you who don't know, this month was the 2nd anniversary of the release of my debut EP, Escapism, and I went on Instagram and I had people submit some questions. I also released my very first run of Escapism t-shirts, which were sold out in like 48 hours. So I just want to say thank you to anybody who bought a t-shirt, anybody who's been listening to the music or supporting, or even anybody who asked me questions for this Q&A. It really fucking means the world to me, and I promise I'm going to be having a lot more merch with this next release. So hang tight with me. So question number 1, what are your favorite themes to write about? Some of my favorite themes to write about are actually themes that like other artists give me when I'm working with them, because it kind of gives me a challenge to see how I'm gonna maneuver through whatever topic it is that we're like talking about in the song. So I really like just like bouncing off other people's ideas. But for the most part, I write about life. I write about what inspires me or what moves me as a person. And also, I just really like to talk shit. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I fucking see myself in Hawaii. I see myself in Paris, in Italy, in Barcelona. I hope that in 5 years I have seen like a lot more of America. I hope that I have gone to other countries. I hope that I have several albums under the belt. In 5 years, I just want to eat off of this music. That's the goal, just to eat off this music. In 5 years, if I can eat off this music, I'll be okay. What inspires you when you write? I'm pretty much inspired by the moment, the people that I'm with, whatever is going on that day, either in my mind or, I don't know, in the world around me. Life is just a fucking inspiring thing. People are inspiring. Walking down the street is inspiring to me sometimes, so I definitely I try to find inspiration wherever I can and put that into my writing. What keeps you producing music? I really don't care about fucking beat. The fact that I just really don't care about anything besides music. There was a time where music kind of kept me alive. I feel like in some ways it still does. This is what I've always wanted. You know, this is the person that I've always wanted to be. And I know that I'm not like where I want to be yet, but whatever it takes to get there, I'd rather have to do that and struggle doing that than do anything else in this world. So why hip hop? Hip hop because it was always there from before I was born. My dad was a huge hip hop head in the 90s, and I grew up listening to gangster rap and funk and all of that stuff. And since I was able to walk, I was dancing to hip hop music. I was always a writer, and I always really loved music, and writing was just one of my only ways of like getting out my thoughts and expressions, because I was just so like quiet as a kid. I feel like hip hop really allowed me to take my love for writing, my need for expression, and my love for music, and to put them all into one. And it really helped me become like who I am today. So I'm super fucking grateful for hip hop. In the song Buy-In, what does the line "you was talking all that strong shit to compensate for something" mean? I believe I said, remember that time you were talking all that strong shit, then got on stage like you were trying to compensate for something? I'm basically just talking about a fucking whack, suck-ass, like, male MC, because countless times I've had people come up and try to put a move on me or something, end up being a rapper, and then they go on stage and they fucking suck. A lot of people ask me about that song, by the way, that song Buy-In. I'm pretty much just talking about fucking people who suck. Like, it's no one in particular. If you know anyone who fucking sucks, show them that song, and that song is for them. How or when did you know this was something that you should keep doing? Sometimes people feel something but never pursue it. But like I said before, like, music was really the only thing I ever really gave a fuck about. It's been really, really difficult for me to like fully commit myself to anything that I don't love 100%. So, I don't know, in that, my pursuit of music has been like the most important thing to me in my life. And although it's been a really scary journey and there's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of doubts and stuff that came with it, but I really feel like I made the right choice by just taking that leap and like choosing the fear and uncertainty over like something that wasn't going to fulfill me or make me happy. And I really do encourage everybody else to do the same. Like, if there's something that you really feel in your heart is calling you, listen to it, like pursue that. Don't worry about what anybody says. Like, I know the world wants to sway everybody from their decisions if it's not something that's like the norm, or if it's not something that's guaranteed to make you money or whatever. If there's something in your heart that you really feel like you should be doing, do that shit. Take the fucking chance. Life is full of uncertainty. Life is full of fucking curveballs. Life is gonna scare the shit out of you. Life is gonna flip you upside down whenever the fuck it wants to, so why not do the same, you know what I mean? Go ahead and tackle that shit. Like, just take the fucking chance. If you fail, We fail all the time, you know, we're human beings. We fail every fucking day. Don't be afraid of failure. Like, just, that's your heart talking to you. Like, don't ignore that shit. Have you ever felt hopeless or like giving up? How did you push through it? Of course, I have definitely felt hopeless, and I've definitely felt like giving up, like tons of times. There was a time in my life where I went through like 2 full years like feeling hopeless and wanting to give up. I pushed through it because I realized at one point that was no longer going to make anything better, that state of mind wasn't going to make anybody care or wasn't going to make my situation change. I realized that the only way to like really be happy was to change that myself, that no one else was going to do that for me. Like, everybody goes through that, you know, everybody has feelings of fear or uncertainty, but you can't let that shit get to you, you know. Like, it's easier said than done, but you know, we only have one life. And we are a lot more powerful than we think we are. We have a lot more control than we think we do, so just keep fucking going. I see being an artist can be hard because of critics. How do you overcome? Listen, bruh, there is always gonna be critics. There is always gonna be somebody hating on you. There's always gonna be somebody telling you that you shouldn't be doing something, or that you're not good at something, or that you don't look good, or that you fucking are not smart, or that, you know, you're gonna fail. There's always people that are gonna be like that, but nobody knows you better than you, and you're the only person who has the choice on whether or not you're gonna win or fail. There's nothing I value in this life more than my own happiness and my own freedom now, and I chose not to let anybody get in the way of that, because if you do listen to the opinions of everyone else and what everyone else has to say, then like you're never gonna be happy. You're the only one who has fucking control, so take that shit. Go for what you want to do. Fulfill your fucking soul. Fuck it, you know? Is your music an escape for you? Fuck yes, it is. That is why I named my first project Escapism. And mostly because I really felt like in my life I've seen multiple people fall into multiple types of escapism, and almost every single one is completely destructive. And there was a point in my life where I almost chose to escape in a way that was destructive for me, but instead I chose to just completely immerse myself into my music, and I chose for my escape to be something that was going to benefit my life and fulfill my soul. I feel like we all want to escape at some point or another, but I think it's just really important to make sure that like when you do, that it is a learning experience and that it's something really healthy for your mind that's going to teach you something for the next time around, the next time you do feel like that again, you know? So thanks for that question. Your album has helped me, but how do you feel it has helped you? First of all, thank you so much for saying that this album has helped you. There was a lot going into this project for me, so to hear that it has helped somebody else, like, absolutely just fills my entire soul with happiness. Like, you have no fucking idea. So thank you so much. It really opened a lot of doors for me as an artist. It really tested my vulnerability. I was really fearful of putting this project out at first, but once I did and I saw the feedback, and even now 2 years later I'm still seeing the feedback, like, I realized how powerful my words are, and I realized that I could do something that I never knew I could do. It brought me confidence that I never thought I could have, and it also helped me to just open up in a way that I couldn't before. Like, I literally am putting my soul down on paper and sharing it with the world, which is something that, like, I never would have done 10 years ago. You know, I was always very, like, reserved to myself, so it really helped me share just a piece of myself with others, which in turn just helped me to be a more confident person. Thank you so fucking much for listening. If you did enjoy this and you want to see more, please fucking let me know. Once again, this is Kiddo. Happy 2nd birthday to Escapism, and thank you all for fucking being on this journey with me. Peace out.